Yeah, Solid Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. About to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is going on? What's going on? How we doing tonight, my night owls? We doing good? Did we have a good week? Did we have a good day? Did we start the week off on a good foot? I hope so. Because football is back, baby. Football is back. Major League Baseball is getting close to World Series time, or playoff time at least. So get to look forward to that. College football is in full swing. High school football is in full swing. I mean, it's almost like the greatest time of the year, almost like Christmas, right? Yeah. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the I.O.W. Sports Show, Late Night Owl Edition. This is episode 410. Got some things to talk about today, all right? Normally, I do try to keep it sports related, but I saw the body cam footage of Tyreek Hill. I'm going to give my honest opinion on that. I'm going to do that later in the show. I just got to keep it real on the situation, all right? Obviously, you can see I am a black man. I have had my interactions with the police before. Some good, some not so good. All right? I'll be straight up honest with you. I've had some situations with the police where I had no issues. I've also had interactions with the police where, well, damn. You know, shit wasn't fun. I left a bitter taste in my mouth. I'll be honest. All right. I saw that body cam footage. Well, I'll play the footage. I'll play the body cam footage that I saw. There's multiple angles of that body cam footage with the Tyreek Hill situation out there. We'll talk about that a little later on, because I think there's a conversation that needs to be had. Obviously, we talk about how sports and life sometimes interact. It's a parallel worlds that interact, and sometimes it's a microcosm of our reality. And I'll be honest with y'all, that Tyreek Hill situation could have went left easily. Could have went real bad easily. I'm being serious with y'all. We'll talk about that later on. Also, we'll talk about the Deshaun Watson, what the Browns can possibly do or should do with Deshaun Watson. As of today, this afternoon, there was another civil suit laid out for some actions that he did in 2020 when he was still a Houston Texan. Hey, man, we'll talk about that. And, but we're going to start right here. Hey, Jets 49ers. Monday Night Football recap. Great game if you are a 49ers fan. All right? If you are a 49ers fan, what a great game it was for you guys. Let's just call a spade. All right? I said it before. I said it again. I'm waiting for the hype train of the Jets to actually, show fruition, to actually turn into something instead of just normal hype. The fans get hype for the Jets. The media personalities start buying into the Jets. And all of a sudden, they don't perform. So here's my take on the Jets tonight, all right? And I'll be honest. Let me start with Aaron Rodgers. You kind of got a mixed bag tonight with Aaron Rodgers. Reason why I say that is because you did see some flashes of, like, oh, that's that bad man right there. The throw that he threw to Alan Lazard off the free play, that's Aaron Rodgers 101. He'll take a free play. You offsides, and the refs let the play continue, he's going to take a shot. He did exactly that. 36 yards down the seam, straight to Alan Lazard, touchdown. That's vintage Aaron Rodgers right there. That's the Aaron Rodgers that we know as that bad man, like Stephen A. likes to say. So that part, I was like, okay. Oh, that maybe he is still here. Maybe he is still that same guy. The things that did definitely, you can definitely see the mobility took a step down. Obviously, he is 40 years old. He just came off the Achilles injury from a year ago. So I'm not expecting the mobility to be what it once was. All I'm just pointing out is that it showed tonight. When you got a defense like the 49ers front four who was getting after it, you just kind of saw like he had some mobility decline. And that's just, I'm just being honest. Now, the thing about it is I've been told by people all the time, hey, the Jets, they've fixed the offensive line issues. It didn't really look like that tonight. Albeit, I look, that's a good 49ers defense, right? I understand. But I've been told that the Jets fixed the offensive line issues. It really didn't, it really didn't look too much of an improvement. I mean, I guess there is an improvement because he didn't get hurt. They didn't let him get killed like in this game like they did in game one last year, and he lasted a whole game. Well, no, they ended up taking him out. They let Tyrod Taylor kind of finish the mop-up duty once they noticed they weren't going to win the game. But I'm just being honest. I really didn't see that much of an improvement on the offensive line. How I saw it, Aaron Rodgers was under immense pressure for majority of this game. I'm just being honest. That's what I saw. So what troubles me, if you're a Jets fan, is your calling card was your defense. All right? Your calling card was your defense. We've seen this defense stand up to great offenses all throughout the tenure of Robert Saleh. I don't know. And you got to be concerned as a Jet fan, because if that was your calling card and you gave up 401 yards of offense in 10 drives, clearly Brock Purdy didn't have a great game. He managed the game. He only threw for 200 yards. Yeah, 231 yards. But you allowed a lot of runs, a lot of yardage on the ground. 180 is what the 49ers got as a team on the ground. They punished y'all. They absolutely punished the Jets in the trenches. Punished them. I mean, we literally, America and fantasy owners just found out that Christian McCaffrey wasn't going to play until 20 minutes till the game start. apparently to the running back Jordan Mason, he knew that he was starting since Friday. So, I'm a little upset because I got Christian McCaffrey on my fantasy team. I wish I would have known this information out Friday. I could have switched him out instead of waiting until Monday when they're the last game and I can't switch him out. Sorry, guys. I had to go on a little bit rant. I was a little pissed off about that. All right. Let us know. Shit. But back to the topic at hand. 49ers just did whatever they want on the running game today. That was vintage Kyle Shanahan, San Francisco 49ers type of offense. Run the ball, and we'll pick our poison through the air. That's exactly what happened. You got to be concerned as a Jets fan. I'm just being honest, because yet again, here's another year. You're getting hyped up. They're talking about you. They're talking about your team again. I get it. The Jets have been just for the most part, you're a losing franchise, all right? They're losers. Let's just call it spade a spade. For the majority of the existence, the Jets organization is a losing ass franchise. All right. They got a couple of AFC championship appearances in the early 2010s. All right. 2009, 2010. Okay. They got a Super Bowl way back in 1968. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, there should be something done about this situation. You can't withhold that information that whole time. You knew Christian McCaffrey wasn't going to play. You knew it. I'm being so serious. I could have swapped him out. I'm just saying. But let's be honest. Come on, Jets. You gave up that much rushing yards on the ground. You couldn't stop nothing. You couldn't get your offense going. That was a recipe for disaster for the Jets tonight, where you couldn't get the ball going on offense and you couldn't stop the opposing team's offense. Just I'm not saying go crazy, but you should start being slightly worried. I know it's just week one, but that wasn't a good performance. That was nothing to brag about. And especially, again, if you're going to get hyped up year in and year out, you got to start putting this shit together. You got to start showing that you're worth every last bit of this hype. Week one, Luckily, you get the Titans next week. You get turnover Will. Why don't you ask him to give you a game like he did to the Bears? Just here, have this football game. So I expect a bounce back game against the Tennessee Titans next week for the Jets. But you got to do better than what you did tonight. That wasn't it. Wasn't it at all. And it's not like you were bad on third down, 6 for 10. That's not bad. That's not terrible at all, 60%. But you couldn't get things going. 68 rushing yards as a team? No bueno. No bueno. Especially when, y'all been telling us, hey, Breece Hall, he's about a year and a half removed from the ACL injury. He's full go. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Modelo. I'm waiting for y'all to give me a sponsor, and especially I need a back pay for all them shows I did in the early days. All this time I've had Modelo on the show. But y'all been telling us Breece Hall. I gave him 16 carries. That wasn't enough. I'll be honest. Wasn't enough carries. Y'all couldn't get him going. It goes back to the offensive line. Where were the running lanes? I'm just going to say it. I don't know how Jets fans are happy with Nathaniel Hackett as your OC. Didn't do a good job last year. I get it. Your quarterback went down 4 plays in, but still, you didn't adjust. You didn't try to get to the strengths of any quarterback that you had under center at all. You definitely sucked as a head coach. You didn't even make it through your rookie season. They fired you before you finished your rookie season. You're supposed to be here. I mean, let's call a spade spade. You're only here because Aaron Rodgers, you and him got a friendship. Nepotism, all right? That's your boy. Aaron Rodgers is your boy. But I tell you what, if I'm the owners of the Jets, Woody Johnson, I don't give a damn that's your boy or not. You completely suck as an offensive coordinator. You didn't do, I don't think you called a game to get Aaron Rodgers in the rhythm. I don't think you called a good enough game to get Breece Hall in a rhythm. I thought the game plan was terrible. Again, I get it. It's the 49ers defense, good defense. But still, if you can't move the ball on good defenses, which you will see later in the regular season or playoff, if you so happen to make that, I don't think this is a playoff team, but if you make it to the playoffs, you're going to face good defenses. If you can't move the ball in week one against good defenses, how am I, as a fan of football, expect you to move the football against good defenses come playoff time if you so happen to make it there? I'm not saying the sky is falling. I'm not saying hell is frozen over for you Jets fans. All I'm saying is you better pay attention to the problems in week one, because I bet you the money that I know I don't got, there'll be the same problems that'll probably keep you out the playoffs come week 18. Just saying. I'm not Miss Cleo. Here for your talented reading. I'm not a psychic. All I'm saying is my eyes have never lied to me. And what I saw tonight was a whole bunch of hype that wasn't fully fulfilled from the production on the field. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Garrett Wilson, like the guy, you know, you got to get the feet in the bound on that toe drag flag. You got to get your feet in bound. There was a couple of drop passes tonight. The offense didn't get in rhythm. They weren't clicking. All right? As Rodgers included. But he did have some moments. I'm like, oh, they still look like Aaron Rodgers. Let's get back. Yeah. So the Jets, we'll see what you do. Let's flip this to the 49ers. Man, they did not let that Super Bowl loss piss them off. Hey, I just got to say this. I know there's supposed to be some other teams that's supposed to emerge in the NFC, but I'm sorry. The NFC still looks like it is owned by the San Francisco 49ers. I did not see any other team in the NFC to, without a shadow of doubt, that says that they are going to compete with the 49ers for the top seed. I'm just being honest. We thought the Packers was going to emerge. I'm still high on the Packers. I know that the Jordan Love injury kind of scares me a little bit. He'll be out for 3 to 4 weeks, maybe even more, So, but hey, here's the good thing for Packers fan. The injury's early. Hopefully he comes back in a month or so, better than ever. Team gets rocking, and they just keep pushing forward. All you got to do is stay afloat with Malik Willis, or get Ryan Tannehill, pretty familiar with LaFleur, on how to run his offense. Just saying. I'm not the only person that has said this. There's been many other sports pundits that said, hey, go get Ryan Tannehill. He knows your offense. That's not a bad option. Just saying. Stay afloat till Jordan Love gets back. That's all you need to do. Cowboys, hey, good for Cowboys. That got paid. CD got paid. So your offensive people are paid. You went up against a tough, hard defense in Cleveland. You're good on defense. Got some questions on that quarterback tip. We'll talk about him in a second. When you're going against that quarterback play, you better win. You better win. Eagles, great win in Brazil against the Packers. Defense was still pretty bad on the back end. I thought y'all was supposed to address that situation. Y'all still was giving up them cheeks in the back end on defense for the Eagles. Had Jordan Love been able to get in a rhythm sooner, he probably would have torched y'all. Because y'all couldn't do nothing with their wide receiver course. They was torching y'all. That secondary is still bad for Philly. I don't care what nobody say. I was getting just torched. Straight up. Lions. Okay. I can say the Lions are a threat. Had a great game with the Rams. Which, by the way, I might have undersold the Rams. I didn't know what the defense was going to look like. They look pretty solid. You know, but unfortunately, now they got some issues on the offensive line. Got a couple of injuries. That doesn't bode well for Matthew Stafford. He's not really mobile like that. I'm just being what I saw over this past weekend. The 49ers are still the cream of the crop in the NFC. Brock Purdy did not have the best of game today, but he didn't have to. 19 of 29, 231 yards, no TDs, no interceptions. Hey, he did exactly what Kyle Shanahan asked him to do. Hey, control the clock. Let's run the ball. Let's take your picks on certain plays. Did exactly that. Controlled the trenches on both sides. I got to give Trent Williams credit. This man literally just signed his contract maybe 4 or 5 days ago into his holdout. He damn near played every offensive snap. I mean, that was one of my things I thought that the Jets should have exploited. Hey, this man, there's no way this man's in football shape. Go after him. And lo and behold, he ends up playing damn near every offensive snap. And he looked like Trent Williams that we know. Dominate on the left side. I mean, the 49ers dominated the trenches on both sides of the football, defense and offense. And it showed. It showed. It shows in the stats. It shows on the film. It showed on TV when I was watching it. It shows on the scoreboard. Dominated the trenches. Absolutely. And just when you thought that they couldn't come up with nothing else, the 49ers found another guy. Christian McCaffrey didn't play tonight. Mr. Madden cover. Didn't even play tonight. I thought it was going to be a problem. Wasn't a problem. Jordan Mason comes out of nowhere. 28 carries. 147 yards. A TD. Where'd you find this guy at? Huh? Where'd you find this guy at? I know. I didn't know who he was neither. But you better recognize his name. Matter of fact, there's about to be a whole bunch of fantasy owners about to go pick him up, and I might be one of them. I'm about to put a waiver claim for him right now, depending on how much time McCaffrey's going to miss. Jordan Mason. 28 carries, 147 yards, because he's going to get the PT. Because here's the thing. Shout out to my man Nick Shine, joined me in the afternoon show. When you having a calf strain, all right, you got to be real careful with the calf strains. They take forever to really heal, really go away. And you know what calf strains could possibly lead to if they can lead to worse injuries, Achilles. Now you're in a whole different territory of bad news when you start messing with the Achilles because of a calf strain. Go ask. Hell, I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers could have told you. Ask Kevin Durant how his calf strains turned into something worse with Achilles injury. Calf strains are a tricky situation. You don't rush him back until he's 100. You just don't. And you got to take your time with Christian McCaffrey on this situation. You just have to. You absolutely have to. So Jordan Mason is going to get the reps because you don't want to rush
Christian McCaffrey back. Elijah Mitchell is already on IR. His season is already done before preseason, before the regular season even started. That happened in preseason. So he's been getting pretty much RB1 reps in practice and training camp as is. He's been ready for this moment. He probably wasn't supposed to let the world know. This is why I'm pissed on why they didn't let us know. He said that he knew he was starting on Friday. It's Monday. We just knew about the Christian McCaffrey inactiveness literally 20 minutes before the game. So he's been ready. He's been prepared. He knew what his job was to do today, and he delivered. He delivered. Absolutely fantastic job from Jordan Mason. Don't know who the guy is. I don't even know where he played college ball at. I don't even know if he played college ball. I know he's undrafted. And tonight he turned himself into a fantasy star. Because he's about to get picked up in many leagues from people who have Christian McCaffrey, me included. I'm about to put a waiver claim in him for him right now. Somebody got to go. I got to make room on the roster. I need to make some room for Jordan. Got to make room for him. But 49ers dominant on both sides of the ball, in the trenches. Offense, they could have done whatever they wanted. Went to Georgia Tech? Good to know. Former Yellow Jacket. All right. But 49ers, still the cream of the crop of the NFC. They did whatever they wanted on offense, and what was supposed to be a explosive offense from the Jets, shut them down. Gave up one touchdown in garbage time. I know they ain't tripping about that, but come on. This is literally a 32 to 13 game. That little touchdown, garbage time, ain't nobody tripping about that. Matter of fact, Aaron Rodgers didn't even throw that touchdown. That goes to Tyrod Taylor. So, hey, until somebody shows me otherwise, go ahead, pencil the 49ers in for the Super Bowl. That's just where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at with that. Yeah. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties. I don't know what the hell happened. Technology. I'm old, man. Anyway, I guess that's a very different way to transition to your next subject. Let's keep this show moving, despite the slight setback right there. So I'm just going to start right here. All right. The general manager for the Cleveland Browns, if he was to get fired right now, I understand why. Here's why. Because I understand you going after Deshaun Watson to be your quarterback. I understand that. Because you felt that the quarterback you had in Baker Mayfield had a ceiling. All right. So if the owner of the Cleveland Browns decided to move on and fire their general manager right now, I would completely understand. And here's why I completely understand if they fired them. Because let's face facts. All right. The former quarterback that you had in Baker Mayfield that you couldn't wait to replace down in Tampa has surprisingly played some good football. To my dismay, because I'm not a big Baker Mayfield fan. All right. But the thing that has Baker going well is he's managed to keep the turnovers down and the touchdowns have gone up. Had a great game yesterday for the Buccaneers. Great game yesterday. I think he threw for 4 touchdowns yesterday. We can't forget he made it to the divisional round of the playoffs last year as the starter for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lo and behold, look at the flip side of the quarterback play in Cleveland, Ohio for the Cleveland Browns. First of all, you give up multiple first-round picks, not one, multiple first-round picks to Houston to get him, all right? So you acquire him. Okay, fine. That's not the issue. The issue that I have is that you acquired him while he was in the middle of multiple, not one, 20-plus civil suits of sexual harassment. All right? Of sexual misconduct. In the middle of it. This is when you acquired him. So one, you didn't know if you was actually going to get a quarterback that was going to be available because he's dealing with so many legal issues. There was a chance of suspension. Lo and behold, he gets suspended. So you only got him for 6 games. Those 6 games he played looked rusty. Looked bad. Okay, lo and behold, he hadn't played for almost a year and a half. All right, you can chalk that up. Okay, so the 6 games didn't look good. Coming into last year, he played majority of the season. Didn't look good before he ended up going out and missing the back half of the season due to injury. But Deshaun Watson did not look good last year at all. Did not look good. Fast forward to Sunday's game. Deshaun Watson has fallen off a cliff. The problem is with this is he's 28, 29 years old. How the hell has Deshaun Watson's play gone from almost 4 years ago when the man was up 24-0 against Patrick Mahomes in a playoff game in 2019? How does he go from that guy in 2019 to this guy that we see in 2024 who looks a shell of himself at such a young age? He's not in his 30s yet. I am absolutely perplexed on how his production as a quarterback, his skill set is just not good right now. When we was just talking about him as football fans, before the little civil suits came out, before they even came out, we were talking about Deshaun Watson as one of the top premier quarterbacks, were we not? We were. Don't act like we weren't. All of us who watch football was talking about Deshaun Watson. He's a can't-miss player. You got him, have him on your fantasy team. He's one of the premier quarterbacks in the league right now. Then where did he go? What happened? I get all the off-the-field crap. I'm talking about on the field. How is this such a disconnect and drop-off from what we've seen for the last few years, him in a Browns uniform, from what we saw in 2019? Absolutely floors me on how different his game has played. It's absolutely bad. It's not good. So, Mar, what would you do? All right, I'm going to put my GM hat on. What would Wild Card Mar do with the Browns QB position? Okay. I would take a risk. I would take a huge risk because here's the thing. You can't cut him. You know why you can't cut him? Look at his contract. If you cut him now, there's $200 million in dead cap money that you would have to eat. That would be ridiculous to eat that type of cap money if you cut him right now. Well, let's wait for the next 2 more years. No, why? You still can't cut him. If you cut him next year, there's still almost $173 million in dead cap money that you just can't use if you cut him. You can't cut him in 2 years. It's almost almost $100 million in dead cap money that you can't use for anything if you cut him. You are in contract hell. This is going to go down as one of the worst contracts in NFL history if he doesn't turn this around. Absolutely. So this is what I would do if I'm the GM or the coach of the Cleveland Browns. I would bench him for this year. I would absolutely bench him from this year. And you're probably looking like, why would you bench him only this year? Because here's the reason why I would bench him just this year. I can't trade him because look what he's doing on the field. Nobody's trading for that. Nobody is trading for that. Absolutely nobody's trading for that. Then you compile it with a new civil suit today of sexual misconduct. Nobody's trading for that. Nobody's trading for that. Oh, did you guys know this? In his contract, there is language in his contract that he will not be able to forfeit his signing bonus or void any future guarantees due to suspension. So even if he gets suspended, he still gets paid. That goes back to my first take on this situation. If you were a general manager of the Cleveland Browns, you deserve to get canned because you gave up a lot of draft capital to get Deshaun. You paid him a fully guaranteed contract without even seeing what he was. You thought you was getting 2019 Deshaun Watson that had a 24-point lead on Patrick Mahomes in the divisional round. You thought you were getting that. You are not getting that. You are getting the pupil of, never mind, I was about to say something all out of pocket. Let me chill. That ain't the Deshaun Watson you got. All right. You getting yellow pudding Deshaun Watson. Look, then you didn't know what you was getting. You signed him to a big ass contract, not knowing if he was even going to be available to play. Got suspended. You stuck by him. Okay. Are you? My question is, you stick by him now with this new case? Because even if he's suspended, he's still getting paid from it. The language is in the contract. So this is why I say, if I were a coach, if I was Kevin Stefanski, if I was the general manager, I would bench him. Because here's the deal. I have more faith in Jameis Winston's play than I would Deshaun Watson's play right now. I have more faith in Jameis Winston's football ability right now as a quarterback than I do in Deshaun Watson's play as a quarterback. Anybody debate me, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. Are you trusting Deshaun Watson's play as a quarterback right now over Jameis Winston? I'm not. I have absolutely 100% more faith that Jameis Winston can play quarterback better in the NFL right now than Deshaun Watson. I don't think there should be a debate. I don't think there's even close to even competition on that. For this year, I would bench Deshaun Watson because he only has a $27.9 million cap hit. He's not at the top of the cap hits as the quarterbacks. He's closer to the middle, lower tier as cap hits for a quarterback. So yes, I would put $27.9 million, park your ass on that bench because your play stinks and you're a questionable human being right now. I'm just being serious. And this is coming from me. For those who are familiar with my content, I went to bat for Deshaun. You can't believe everything you hear. They're just civil suits. It doesn't mean that he's guilty. That was me. That was me. If he was guilty, the actual legal part of the legal charges would have stuck. They would have charged him with some charges. That was me. But now you got more cases popping up. Compile that you are finessing the Cleveland Browns out of a lot of money and you playing like complete dog shit. Despite the new pop-up civil suit, that's another conversation for another day. I'm just talking about him as a quarterback. His play is horrendous. His quarterback play is horrendous. He was looking more like Bo Nix and damn Caleb Williams yesterday than Deshaun Watson. I could give those guys a little bit of leeway. They are rookies. You almost 29 years old and you've been in the league. You played against fantastic defenses. You played in the league at an elite level. You do not look elite. So I'm telling you to park your little fan 69 guard ass on the side. Yeah, he is 69 guard. Yeah, he's denying. Hey, sit your ass on that bench. I'm sitting you on that bench. I trust Jameis Winston more than you right now. I will gladly eat that $27.9 million cap hit against the cap this year, and only this year. This will be my plan. And I want you to sit there and I want you to understand how serious I am about not playing your ass. I want you to have that fight to get better. I want you to be better as a quarterback and a human being, because you got too many silver suits and something. But regardless, I will only do it for this year, because next year in 2026, a $73 million cap hit, I can't sit $73 million on the bench. I can justify sitting $27.9 million on the bench and explain to my fans, explain to my owner of this football team, explain to my GM that, hey, his play just ain't good. We got enough evidence since he's been in our organization that he's not playing good. But I trust Jameis Winston. You'll make your money back, owner. It's okay that the $27.9 million cap hit is sitting on the bench. Just trust me for this year. Because what you got on the defensive side, when Nick Chubb comes back 100% healthy, you have a damn good football team in the Cleveland Browns, but I will not jeopardize the potential of a good team because my freaky ass quarterback, 69 guy, can't play good quarterback. Park him for this year only. That will be my plan. That will be my plan. I don't know if it will work, but think about it. Jameis Winston's on a 1-year deal. I can use that as leverage to do a sign and trade with him, get some capital back. Because there's going to be some teams that's going to need a quarterback like every year. Hey, I got a proven veteran, Jameis Winston. He's a likable guy in your community. They loved him in New Orleans. He can still play elite football. I can give him to you for a second and a third here, and you don't have to break the bank with him. He's not a 55. Well, now because of that, a $60 million a year quarterback. He's not, but you can get a bargain deal for him. Pay him $30 million a year. Hell, why don't you pay him Deshaun's $27.9 million a year? Be just fine. I would find a way to, and it will work out for Jameis too, because I'm of the owners that he can still go in and do something great with his Cleveland Browns team. He did good. He did good for the Saints. He did good for the Buccaneers. A likable guy. Teammates love him. Community loves him. I trust a whole bunch of literally better decision-making on the field from Jameis Winston than I would Deshaun Watson right now. Deshaun Watson is absolutely putrid as a quarterback right now. He's been putrid ever since he became a Brown. Just call it a spade a spade. Absolutely putrid. You can't be happy as a Browns fan if this is your quarterback situation. You absolutely cannot be happy. Especially when you see Baker Mayfield, who you couldn't wait to get rid of. He's playing a lot better. Playing a lot better. I mean, it's not even close. Who would have thought that you would have taken Baker Mayfield over Deshaun Watson? Well, over the last year and a half, I thought I'd never say it, but I'll be happily to take Baker Mayfield over Deshaun Watson right now. Thought I'd never say that in the existence of anybody's life, but here I am. Funny how the world works. Just my plan. I don't know if it'll work. Just my plan. But I'm parking that freaky ass Nick 69 guy on the bench for this year, and I'll gladly eat that 27.9 cap hit for this year. Can't do it for the next 2 years. Costs way too much. Can't cut him. His contract's guaranteed. Can't cut him. You can't eat the $200.7 million in dead cap. You can't eat $172.7 million in cap hit the year after, and you damn sure can't eat damn near another $100 million in dead cap.
That would be ridiculous. You can't do it. And you damn sure as hell can't sit $73 million on the bench for the next 2 years in 2025 and 2026. But you can justify right now benching 27.9. Just saying. But let's get to the gusto, the meat and potatoes of this show. Look, for those who are new to the content, I do a sports show, but unfortunately, sports in real life sometimes collides, microcosm of each other, and this is the situation that we do. All right, this is the situation that we're in. Obviously, everybody know the news of the Tyreek Hill situation. When the body cams were released today. This is one of the. This is about 3.5 minutes, so I'm gonna play the whole thing. This is just only one of the many angles and many different body cam footage that was released today. There was multiples of them. Obviously, you all can go on YouTube or ESPN.com, NFL.com, and they have more footage on there. But this is the one that I'm gonna play, and this is the one that I thought, look, we just gotta have a real conversation. All right.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Like what? Why do you have it on? Keep it down. Hey! Keep your window down. Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me that. Get out of the car. Give me that. Break that freaking window. Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. 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 What part of blood do you understand? Hey, Drew. Hey, Drew. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin. When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out.
You understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you. You're a little fucking confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too late.
All right, bro. Take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey, Drew. Hey.
Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. You stop crying.
Bro. Y'all.
Don't move.
Good. Bro, you beating on my window like you crazy.
You set him up?
Why y'all beating on my window like y'all crazy for? Damn, yo, bro, dude beating on my window like he crazy. I ain't do nothing, twin. Damn.
Hey, don't park there. Don't park there.
Hey. Hold on, twin, hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery on my knee, bro.
I just had you in your ears when we go there with your window
down. Chill, bro. Hey, don't do, bro.
Back up.
Hey, call Drew. Hey, call Drew, bro. Call Drew. Hey, call Drew, bro. Hey, what? Hey, call Drew, bro. Just call Drew. Hey.
What am I doing that's wrong?
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Hey, man, they got Tyreek. The cops over here beating on him, man. They over here beating on Tyreek,
Listen,
man.
big man, don't park there, man. Just get in
Hey,
the car.
Drew, you gotta come, man.
Just get in the car.
Straight up the side, on the side of the,
Hey, get in the car. You're parked in the middle of the street.
I'm in the car.
You gotta go before you get a ticket.
Hey, you're in the car.
Who's the driver? This is my car.
All right, move.
All right, I'll take that.
You gotta move right now.
Coming, man.
Let me have your license. You're gonna ticket too.
I'm coming.
Let me have your license. You're gonna ticket. Let me have your license.
I'm leaving.
I'm not playing. Let me have your
I'm
license.
leaving. Yo, what's
Your
going
license
on?
right now.
What's going on?
Your license
man?
right now.
You're not gonna give me your license?
Get in the car and leave.
You're not gonna give me your license?
I'm leaving.
Let me have your license.
leaving,
Your
man.
license right now.
Sir, you want me
Hey,
to
your license right now.
I'm leaving.
Or I'm gonna lock you up. Your license right now.
He just told me to
Your
leave.
license right now.
Sir, he just-
You're dealing with me now.
Sir.
Your license right now.
And that's just one of the body cams that had happened. So let's have a real conversation, y'all. I know we talk sports on my show, but we need to have a real conversation, right? The reality of this interaction with Tyreek Hill and the cops is a reality that most minorities have to deal with on a regular basis, who don't have the cachet, who don't have the funds and the finances of Tyreek Hill. They knew that was Tyreek Hill. When they run their plates, they exactly tell you who you just pulled over. It ain't no coincidence they said T Hill, because it's Tyreek Hill. They knew who they was pulling over. But take Tyreek Hill out of this situation. This is a situation that happens on an everyday occurrence all over across America and just about every state to all minorities. That overreaction, that unnecessary aggressiveness that the cops used. They didn't have to snatch him out the car like that. They didn't have to put his knee on his back like that. Didn't we just have that issue with George Floyd in 2020 on a cop's knee on somebody's back and neck like that? Didn't we have that issue already? They didn't learn from that? Huh? Y'all saw in there, Calais Campbell, his teammate, tried to come up and very calmly de-escalate the situation. He was detained, put in handcuffs as well. A guy he's not causing any harm. This is a Walter Payton Man of the Year guy. This man cares about the community. He has track record that says he's a good human being. He's trying to de-escalate a situation. He's put in handcuffs. His other teammate pulls up. They're yelled at and cussed at and said, and talked in a very aggressive tone and manner. And for all of y'all who aren't minorities and ain't never had to deal with this situation, I really want y'all to just kind of understand of what happens when minorities get pulled over like this. This happens on a regular day occurrence. All right? This is real shit right here. Tyreek Hill said it himself. What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? Well, if you wasn't Tyreek Hill, well, damn it, hopefully you're not another one. What I mean by that, another statistic of just senseless police brutality. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I wasn't always on board with what Colin Kaepernick did, but one thing I was on board with what Colin Kaepernick did was this is the shit he was talking about. This right here. This is exactly what he was talking about with the police brutality shit he was talking about. Ironically, it happens to an NFL player. Ironically, it happens to one of the most well-known NFL players. Ironically, it happens to a guy who literally was just ranked number 1 on the list by the players themselves. Top 100. Then probably one of the best wide receivers in the game. A well-known commodity in NFL, and this happens to him. Just imagine what happens to the non-Tyreek Hills that get pulled over by the police, dragged out of their cars, knees on their back of their necks, talked to like a piece of shit. Them cops talked to Tyreek Hill like he didn't matter. They talked to him like he was a piece of shit. They didn't give a damn about his contract, his status, or nothing. They didn't care. Cop came behind him and put him in a chokehold aggressively. For what reason? To sit him down? What threat did Tyreek have? What threat did Tyreek cause? What threat? Oh, you mad? You ego tripping because he told you what you knocking on my window for? You mad at that? Now you ego tripping? Look. Every minority kid, especially black boys, I'm telling you right now, There's without a shadow of my doubt. We've all had that conversation from my dad on how to handle the police. The only thing Tyreek, I will say this, the only thing I think Tyreek did make a mistake in this was roll his window up and he put it down when he felt it was necessary. But guess what? That still doesn't equate to the way that he was treated. He was calling his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, and say, hey, man, I got to deal with this. I got to deal with this. He's talking to Drew Rosenhaus about the situation on the phone while he's getting pulled over. The only mistake Tyreek did was keep the window up and put it down when he felt necessary. Other than that, that still doesn't warrant the mistreatment that he got. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is sickening, y'all. This is exactly what Colin Kaepernick was talking about. And for all you people that jumped on Colin Kaepernick's back, get your ass up for the anthem. This is what he was kneeling for. For all you sons of bitches that was all in Kaepernick's face, you ain't American, kneel. Stop kneeling. Show some respect for those in the national anthem. For those that kept saying that rhetoric, where are you now when this guy, Tyreek Hill, did nothing and was treated like a piece of shit, like he didn't matter? So I'm telling y'all, this happens every damn day in this country. It happens every day. I've had good interactions with police. I've had bad interactions. I felt every last of that minimizing that Tyreek Hill felt, because he may play it off that he didn't feel minimized by the police, but I bet you he did. Because I felt minimized before by the police. Anybody can go check my record. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I pay my taxes. Well, sometimes that's another. I pay my taxes. I'm not out here causing ruckus. I'm not a menace to motherfucking society. They don't care. Those bad interactions I had with cops, they don't care if I've been a part of the church choir. They don't care if I pay my tithes. They don't care if I pay my taxes. They don't care if I'm a saint. They don't care if anything. Those bad interactions happen. And for what reason? And for what reason? This is what Colin Kaepernick was talking about when he took that kneel. And for those who still don't understand, now you see why. Because they didn't have no body cams a few years ago. They didn't have no body cams for Rodney King. Luckily, somebody had footage of it. They didn't have no body cams where there's probably so many accounts and situations that happen, interactions between minorities and police for many years. Shit was swept under the rug. Now that they are by law to have these body cams and to show what really happened, you see shit like this. If y'all keep just believing that all cops are good, boy, it's y'all so naive. There's good cops and bad cops. There's good apples, there's bad apples. But I'm being 100% real on this. For all you good cops, for all those other cops out there that saw those other cops behaving like that, for y'all not to say nothing, you a coward. You should have stopped them from acting like that. Y'all don't want this whole general consumption or perception put on all cops. Then stop these motherfuckers from doing it. Police the motherfucking police. You don't want that whole perception thrown on y'all that y'all don't give a damn about minorities? Then stop these motherfuckers from doing this shit. If you think they gonna treat a man with status, money, fame like that, what do you think they do for us broke motherfuckers? Huh? What do you think they do? If they treat a man with status and money like that, like he don't matter, how do you think they treat us regular common folk? Ponder on that shit. This shit's crazy, y'all. It's just ridiculous.
This shit's absolutely disgusting. Why in the hell are we still in 2024 dealing with the way that minorities are treated by the police? And for you good cops letting the behavior happen, y'all just as fucked up as the bad cops that did that damn action. Because you didn't speak up. Because you didn't stop it. You not saying anything is just as bad as the action happened. I put that on everything. We got to do better, America. We got to do absolutely better. This shit's insane. I can't believe this shit happened. Like when the news broke before the game, I saw a little bit of the footage from the guy taking the footage on, but now that the body cam is released, this shit is just as disgusting as I thought it would be. It's crazy, man. We got to do better, America. And you sane, sorry sons of bitches that couldn't wait to hang Colin Kaepernick from him kneeling. You were so more concerned about him kneeling, you missed the message. You missed the message. You absolutely missed the message on what Colin Kaepernick was talking about. Now you see it front and center. Now, here's the kicker of all this. I want to see what the owners of the NFL going to do. Enough with the symbolism. I've seen enough symbolism on your fields. Must, inspire change. I didn't see enough symbolism in the back of the end zone. I didn't see enough symbolism on the back of the helmets, and you want to have the Black Lives Matter shit, and you want to have the inspire change shit on your clothes. Enough with the symbolism. Take motherfucking action now. Because you just had one of your best, you just had one of your popular guys, you just had one of the most important guys to your bottom line. And let's talk about that. Tyreek Hill is important to your bottom line, NFL. He just got treated like dog shit by the cops. Y'all rub elbows with the same people that can affect policies to change this behavior. Y'all better take some real action this time. Don't play me for a fool. Don't play these people for this stupid. Don't try to tell me you don't rub elbows with politicians who can change policies, who can affect actual change on how to properly train police, how to de-escalate situations, how to not come in so damn aggressive, how to not put people in chokeholds for unnecessariness. Don't tell me you can't affect change. Now it's your time to affect change. It's time, because enough is enough. Because I'm about to tell you, ain't gonna be too much, any more ass kickings taken. Ain't gonna be too much more. Revolts do happen. They do happen. You didn't beat on a certain minorities for such a long time. At some point in time, motherfuckers gonna be sick of it. And then it's gonna turn into something else. And I'm just being real. Because you ain't going to keep beating up on these minorities for forever. Eventually, minorities going to fight back. Just saying. But this shit's crazy, y'all. Whew. Let me get off my soapbox. I know. I kind of felt I got a little perspiration going. But this is real shit, y'all. This is real. Shit like this happens. If he wasn't Tyreek Hill, I'm trying to tell you the situation could have went extremely left to another degree. To another degree. They knew who he was and they still didn't care. Still treated him as if they had all the power. They had a inferiority complex. They needed to make sure that they showed in a physical manner that they were the big dogs. That they owned that moment. Come on now. We gotta get better, America. And police, you are supposed to protect and serve. You are not supposed to be those who are that's some gang member tactics. That's some bully tactics shit right there. That's not what we're supposed to get from the people who are supposed to protect and serve. I know real cops.
close with them. I'm pretty sure they discussed it when they saw that. But then again, if you are the good cops, you can't let this behavior continue to happen. You got to get rid of those bad seeds. You're the ones that's close to them. You know how certain cops get down. Then you need to do something about it. You need to say something about it. Fuck that cold shit. That cold shit is the same shit that's got people feeling a certain way about y'all. Feeling a general way about y'all. But the longer that you don't say nothing and don't speak up, that generalization is going to continue to happen. Because all those cops weren't behaving like that on that scene. Not all of them. But those who weren't behaving like that, they should have intervened. Should have said something. Should have stopped it. But anyway, y'all, let me get up out here. Let me get off my soapbox. I'm about to go and woosah, taking some herbal lessons and calm down. But I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Y'all know what it is. All the information you need, I.O.W Sports Network, is at the bottom of your screen. All our social media platforms. You want to chop it up with me personally? Bam. Going over right there to my Twitter page, KC Wildcard Marn. I got a lot of content that I'll be dropping. So tap in with me right there. You want to chop it up with me personally. And until then, I plan on being back tomorrow. So I'm trying to get my schedule regulated. All right. Hey, y'all make sure y'all tap in Sports Tea. That's that good friend of the show, Miss Dominique. She's phenomenal. She knows her shit. She knows her sports. Y'all tap in with her. I definitely tap in with my boy Omar, Ball and Buzz Sports Entertainment, Bottom Line Sports, him, Clubber D. Tap in with them. Definitely give a shout out to my man, Man Down Sports. All the fellas over there, Zoe, Mel, Chris, Eric, and everybody else. Y'all tap in with them. I've been blessed. To have a great podcast community that I've been able to interact with, collab with. So y'all make sure, if you're not watching any of my content, Man Down Sports, Sports Tea, Ball and Buzz Sports Entertainment, Bottom Line Sports, 613 Fate Productions with my other family over there, D-Man K Sports Podcast, In the Four Corners of Wrestling, my man Ryder Uncensored, my man Cool McCain with all his content. Go over to his website. I mean, me and my man Bobby G, Audible Podcast. I mean, I've been blessed to rub elbows or virtual elbows with a lot of people that drop great content besides myself. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with them. Again, I'm trying to get my schedule on the Late Night Owl figured out. I'm trying to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. Trying to get that schedule settled. But even if I don't, hey, just hit that bell notification. When I pop up, I'll pop up. All right. Hey, man, it's been real. And most importantly, I'm going to leave y'all with this. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And until then, God willing, we'll see y'all tomorrow night. Peace.
Yeah. Silent Hill TD, yes, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W Sports Network, Late Night Edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card Mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Whole Modelo, let's go. Man, you don't wanna start.